too easy way to make green beans with pine nuts. So delicious. You can have it every day or save it for a fancy meal. Buttery, nutty, super delicious. You're gonna love it. Hello, and welcome to Cooking Lessons for Dad, where you'll learn to cook healthy, cook easy. My name is Breyer, and today we are making delicious green beans with pine nuts. This is a really simple recipe. You could have it for every day, but it's also kind of fancy if you have a special meal, and this is a nice side dish. The ingredients in this recipe are green beans, butter, pine nuts, kosher salt, and fresh ground pepper. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to bring some water to a boil for the green beans. We're going to put 1 inch of water in the pan and we'll bring it to the boil. Okay, I'm going to turn it to high. Our water has come to a boil. We're going to go ahead and add our green beans. We have 1 pound of green beans that we rinsed and removed the stem end. So we're going to go ahead and return the water to a boil. Okay, the water has come back to a boil. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium, cover the pan, and set the timer for 8 minutes. It needs to cook 8 to 10 minutes or until desired tenderness. I'll just check it at 8 minutes. While our green beans are cooking, we're going to go ahead and toast our pine nuts. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of butter. We're going to melt it. You could also adjust the butter more or less. So we'll just heat it over medium heat until it melts. You want to make sure to melt the butter but not brown it or burn it. So if it starts getting dark, turn down the heat. Once it's melted, we'll add our pine nuts. I have 3 tablespoons. And you could add more or less as you like. So we're going to stir them frequently until they're golden. The butter's starting to brown, so I'm turning down the heat. The nuts are getting dark. I'm going to turn it off because I don't want the butter to burn. And the pan is hot, it'll kind of keep toasting, but if you're using an electric burner, take the pan off the heat right away so it doesn't keep cooking. The timer went off. I'm going to go ahead and check the green beans. And they are fork tender, so I'm going to go ahead and drain them next. Okay, I'm going to go add these to the pine nuts. I'm going to stir together the green beans with the pine nuts until the green beans are coated with the butter. Okay, I'm going to put the green beans in a dish, and then next I'm going to show you how to make French style green beans. So next I'm going to show you how to make French cut green beans or French style green beans with pine nuts. Really easy, especially because I'm going to use frozen French style green beans. Easy to keep in the fridge, easy to throw this recipe together at the last minute. The only difference is instead of 1 inch of water, I'm going to put half a cup of water for 1 pound of frozen French style green beans, but follow the instructions on your package. This was only 12 ounces, so I added a little more to make it 1 pound. Okay, half a cup of water. We're going to bring this to a boil. Okay, I'm going to add my frozen green beans, and I'm going to bring it back to a boil. While the green beans are cooking, I'm going to cook the pine nuts just like I did before. I can see that the water is coming to a boil, so I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. Cover the beans. I'm going to cook them about 8 to 10 minutes until they're tender. Okay, I'm going to check the green beans. They look done. I stirred them once in the middle of the cooking time. Turn off the heat, and if there's water left, go ahead and drain it, but there's really not much. I'll just spoon this in to my pine nuts. Okay, we're going to stir it together. We're going to coat the green beans with the butter. Okay, I'm going to put the green beans into a dish. So here's 2 easy ways to make green beans with pine nuts. So delicious. You can have it every day or save it for a fancy meal. It's a perfect side dish for almost any meal. So I'm going to try them. I'm gonna add a little salt, fresh ground pepper, and you can adjust the amount of butter, pine nuts as you would like. So I'm gonna try the French style green beans first. Buttery, nutty, super delicious. You're gonna love it. Try it, and I'll see you in the next lesson.